Pink ladies, T-birds, just happen to be watchers of my shit. My name is Jimmy Pynk. And what fresh country backwoods fuckery was that funeral? I cannot.
Storm, if you will.
I'm in Miami, bitch.
Okay, so, y'all, when I tell you, listen, Pink ladies, T-birds just happen to be watchers of my shit. When I tell y'all I found some shit for y'all to watch, I tell y'all I found some shit for you to watch. This only episode 2, and this motherfucker was lit AF. I don't even say that shit. I'm too old to say it. But there's no other way to put it. This shit was lit as fuck, man. This shit was so lit. Before any further ado, because obviously there's going to be a little bit of an issue doing costumes for this show, even though they're coming. So we're going to actually concentrate a little bit more on the nails. So instead of the look goes as follows, it's going to be the claws goes as follows. So we'll go ahead and post them pictures up for a little bit. What the fuck is going on? This shit. Don't order no shit from China, y'all. Did y'all seeing this? The damn... Y'all ain't saying that because the picture of the nails is up. The damn safety pin went through the fucking scarf. So I'm trying to, when I'm able to give y'all a little bit of Florida, a little bit of Miami, the colors, the florals, the looks of claws when I'm not able to give y'all the looks of claws. But anyway, let's get into this judge, girl. Let's get into the real fucking tea. Girl. So, we start out. Desna and Virginia are freaking the fuck out. Desna is just a fucking boss, and she like, alright, we gotta get this shit together. Now they get on this boat. I swear, y'all think I'm tripping. Wait, because I said this on Twitter. Before we go any further, I don't think Roller is dead. I know that sounds crazy as fuck, but hear me out. So, Desna says, perfect, we're gonna put this motherfucker on this boat. I was about to call her Karuchi. I'm gonna try to go by character names. Virginia jumps on the boat, lifts it up. It's another body there. Okay? She like, oh shit. This is key. This is the fucking key. This is why. Y'all know I'm a nerd about motherfucking writing. Bitch, this is why this is key. You have to pay attention to what the fuck shit be going on when you be watching TV shows. Because you're going to either miss punchlines or you're going to miss key information. This is key. What is you doing? I'm trying to put his grills back in his mouth. Get out of there. And they left the grills. So all they know is that his blood was there, which obviously he got shot, so his blood would have been on the boat. And that the body is mostly gone, and all they found was them grills. The grills was never in his mouth. That's the other person that was already dead body on that boat. Roller alive. Roller is alive. I kept saying, because I'm like, when I showed the review at the beginning, and I even tweeted that, I'm like, y'all, I don't think Roller dead, because they popped him, right? And he might have been unconscious, but y'all was in such a rush to like get him on that boat. Did y'all ever check his pulse and make sure he was fucking dead and not just knocked out? Because even when I saw him get shot, I'm like, well, he ain't get shot in the head or nothing. I swear he got shot in the arm. IJS, do not be surprised at the end of this season. You heard it here first. You heard it from your girl Jimmy Pynk. You heard it here first. Roller gonna show back up at the end of this goddamn season. That's just my early prediction. Now, let's talk about... we could touch on the nail salon a little bit about how she paid the deposit on the fucking thing which was fucking stupid because where did you get the money from, Desna? But anyway, I digress. They send in a spy and then you'll be in. So they gonna see, so they trying to be on their best behavior. This motherfucking geeked up ass doctor, and yeah, I said geeked up, you getting high on your own supply. I know niggas that take pills, nigga. You geeked up on your own supply. So good job to that doctor because he playing that part. Because motherfuckers to be on them pills like that, they calm until they not calm. I know that sound like that sounded wrong. Let me explain to you what I meant by that. They calm until they not calm. Like they'll be high as hell and they'll be good and they'll be functioning. But if something triggered them, like if their mind start going about anything and they start tripping, they can't unfocus off that. They can't. They gonna be off that till that shit is fucking resolved. I know first fucking hand. Like I've seen it with my own eyes. I still see it with my own eyes. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. So that doctor, good job, boo. Everybody's doing a great job acting though. I can't even front. But good job with that doctor. But how he just came in and blew up the spot like that. Like, but you high. Like, what is you doing? Dude, shut the fuck up. The gag. There was a lot of gags, honey. That's why I got to put this scarf on, because they snatched all my edges, girl. I had to put this scarf on so y'all can cover up these bald spots that Claw's TNT that left me today. I did not catch the first episode, and I have a feeling a lot of y'all didn't either. And I am so sorry because I do not know what the thick-ass white girl's name is on the show yet. I think it's either Jen or Jess. I'm not 100% sure. Did you know that her husband was Roller's brother? I didn't catch that the first time. I kind of vaguely was like when Uncle Daddy was pulling up on stage at the New Year's party and was like, my good son and my bad son. I kind of was like, once I seen them with Virginia, like later on in the episode, I was like, that ain't the same dude. No, that ain't the same dude. My theory on this too. I got the feeling thick white girl used to be a thought. And forgive me for saying this. Some of y'all about to read me for filth for saying this. I'm just saying where I live at, this tends to be the case. When you see somebody with a black baby, and then a white baby, I know y'all about to read me for filth when I say this, but I'm just saying, like, you have to understand, I live in a little trashy town, okay? So, this is shit that I see with my own eyes, and I'm like, I feel like, that's why I think I like this show, because I'm like, I live in a trashy ass city like this. Well, I live on the outskirts now, but I'm from the trashy ass city. When you see a woman that's dressed like she's dressed, let me break it down for you. Here's the best way I'm gonna put it to you. You ever hear this comic Ralphie May? And he say, I'm sorry that I make assumptions like that, but when I see a big fat white girl come to the counter and order a pack of Newports, I'm expecting 3 little mixed babies to come behind them. Okay, so there's precedence for this, okay? Now, so I'm looking at her because she dressed, you know, for lack of a better word, urban. She got her little J-Lo boots, which are those back in style? I'm gonna leave that alone. Her little J-Lo boots, her little cut-off sweatshirts, her leggings with the dashes in it. Like, she seemed like her and Des rolled together, and then you see her, her oldest daughter is clearly black. So I'm like, was you like a thought that was like hanging out in the hood and you was the white girl that was fucking all the black dudes? And then, like, this corny-ass white dude tried to get at you? And you was like, you know what? These black dudes ain't doing me no good. And this dude is nice, plus I can run him. And you put that pussy on him and he just motherfucking sprung because he a cornball. And now you happy. And I don't know if you happy or not, but you like, I have a house and a husband and my kids are taken care of, so I'm good now. I'm Gucci. Like, I fucked my way into a decent situation. Because I feel like that's what happened. Especially because if Roller was your brother-in-law and you obviously are in on the dirt, I'm just saying, is there some black dudes that work for them and you used to be fucking with them and you always had a crush on the girl in some kind of way? Uncle Daddy might have like told you, you know, my nephew's son like you, so you need to holler at him, and it just worked out. But I'm getting a little bit of thought tease from her that fucked her way into a motherfucking husband in a decent house. I'm feeling that from her. I'm kind of feeling that from a lot of characters. It definitely seems like a lot of the characters use sex as a weapon. Let's also talk about Dean, who is Desmond's autistic brother. I have friends that work with autistic kids, and my niece is actually going to college to work with mentally disabled. That may fall under autism. It could be mental retardation. Different things. It just depends on what her specialty is going to be once she gets there. She don't start till this fall. But because I have friends that work with autistic people, them be some of the most brilliant, observant motherfuckers. And like the acting on this show is superb, and the motherfuckers did their research, because that would be the motherfucker that checked you. Her brother said, "What's wrong with your face?" "Oh, it's nothing, it's allergies." "You look different." "What do you mean I look different?" "I don't know, older, wiser." "You look different." And then like when he woke up the next morning and he was like, "You're not in today yet. You're not in today yet. You need to get into today." He was heartbreaking this episode. Like, hey, Harold, can I pronounce your last name? The father of the little girl that played Shayna and Jim in the holograms that everybody was hating on because they didn't think the girl was black, but she black because that's her daddy. I know, I give y'all all the tea. Okay. Anyway, he acted his ass off in this episode. Do you hear me? And I didn't know, and I think we're now starting to see that too. I don't think any of us thought that Desda and Roller's relationship was that serious, but obviously she was the main bitch and she didn't really know she was. Because, you know, he knew the son, and he was like, you know, when she came and said, "I didn't want to tell you," because I do know that with autistic people, they don't do very well with change. So, Roller is missing, "I didn't want to tell you," and he flipped out. And then like when they went to getting dressed for the funeral, and he was like, "I loved Roller. Now I gotta step up and be the man because Roller's not here to take care of you. You need a man to take care of you." That shit was fucking heartbreaking. And then the fucking funniest moment besides the funeral, when it was the funeral. Let's just say that whole funeral scene was fucking fantastic. But when he said something about hungry, and he just stood up and was like, "I'm hungry." That shit was fucking everything. Like this episode, the first episode introduced us to the characters, and I thought that was an excellent pilot. But when I tell you they are giving me comedy and drama and that shit turns on a fucking dime, listen, when they came to the house, the detective came to the house and he said, "No, it's all family here. You can talk to us." And they said like they had found him. First of all, I was tripping. I said, "Wait, Uncle Daddy got a wife?" I thought Uncle Daddy was gay. He loved that little dick last week, remember? I said, you can't be flamboyant, it's Miami, but I'm like, then I seen like his one nail, he had like one acrylic nail that was done, and I know the old school, that's old school, y'all. That's old school. The players from the 70s, that was they nail to do coke with. That's old school. So I just, you know, girl, when that wifey came out, and she was trying to calm him down when they said he died, and he backhanded her, I was hollering then, because it was funny. That domestic violence was funny, but it was funny. But what got me was when she came back, because, you know, she went off screen, and she came back and was like, I said, then she slapped her again. I said, these motherfuckers is slap boxing in the middle. I can't. And then I should have knew the funeral was going to be a hot damn mess. So you see it, and this was crazy about it. Like, that's why I said this show is so good. I didn't see it coming because Desda looked like what I would expect, you know, a woman of a certain age to look like at a funeral. Like, she had on a nice black dress. I mean, that body was motherfucking snatched. Niecy Nash, I'm telling you. Bitch, I don't know if you working out or if you just got on the Spanx of life, but bitch, whatever you doing, do it to motherfucking death, bitch, because you're slaying. But, you know, it was like a fitted black dress, but it wasn't like trashy, you know, and her brother had on like a nice black suit. Don't let me forget to go about Quiet Ann, because Quiet Ann was sharp as a motherfucking tack too. But, we get to the funeral, and the first thing I see is that picture of that damn naked roller sitting in that throne, and I howled out fucking loud. I was like, not the picture, not the picture. Then I seen like the little thotties behind him crying, which we already knew. Obviously he had that because Desda went and told Virginia, like, you need to be the motherfucking grieving side piece, bitch. Like, so that's what I felt like. I was like, it was a few of them, because it was like 4 or 5 bitches like behind them crying. Girl, then the next truck came and it was strippers on the pole. I said, I can't. I was losing it. I had completely lost it and just snatched ball. I had completely lost it. Like, I was over here literally in tears because I was cracking the fuck up. Then they had the big girl that had on like the halter top and the skirt, and she had motherfucking pom-poms. Motherfuckers had on feather boas. I'm like, what is this fuckery that is going on at this funeral? Then they get to the actual, I'm going to say it wasn't the actual service. I'm going to say the wake, only because I do know that down south there is a tradition, because it's a homegoing service. For those of y'all not in the know, that may not be in the Baptist church, and it's very based in Southern, but my family are Southern, so it's very Southern. I always thought it was just black people, though. I always thought it was very Southern Baptist that did this, but I can't tell if they were doing it because they was basically ghetto ass white people, or if this is just a Southern thing altogether. Usually after the actual funeral procession, they have a funeral because we call it a homegoing service. Like, you going home with God. You going with God. You going with Jesus. Homegoing. You going home. So it's a celebration. You know, we did the crying and the remembrance at the funeral. Now we celebrating you because you made it. You ascended. You going home. So that's what the parade signifies. So I was assuming that was after the actual funeral, and then what we saw was the wake. I could be wrong, but for those of y'all that are Southern, and you know what's good, let me know if I'm right, if y'all think that's what it is. I'm pretty sure that was not, we didn't actually see the actual funeral. I'm pretty sure it was just that parade and then the wake. Oh no, we did see the actual funeral, and then it was the parade. Wait, girl, I'm confused because there was so much going on. My edges were so goddamn snatched. Anyway, so when they're at the wake, strippers at the motherfucking wake. Now listen, I done been to some ghetto funerals, and yes, we will drink and smoke and be married after the fact, because like I said, once the funeral is done and we have cried, it is a homegoing service, it's a celebration. We celebrate in your life. Family and friends are back together. It's for unfortunate situations, but you know, you feel like the deceased would have wanted y'all to have a good time because everybody is with each other. It goes down like that. However, I ain't never seen no motherfucking strippers there. Like, stripping on the pulpit, just... And some strippers with some flat asses too. They had some old stank ass strippers. And then I was like wondering, because all the strippers was white, and I was like, but didn't he like black girls? And who I can only call Auntie Mommy. What the fuck did Auntie Mommy have on the funeral? She had on a sluttier dress than half the motherfucking thoughts. That was like the thing. I was just like, I can't with any of this. Quiet Ann and the bitch, the country meth head bitch that's married, when she had brought her the croissants. Bitch. Her face. Wait, I gotta say, I wish I could go to my Twitter. I'm sorry. Somebody said it and I was living for it. They was like, I'm ready for Gangsta Zoila. If y'all watched Devious Babe, y'all should know how funny that was, Gangsta Zoila. But I was just like, and she retweeted me too. Judy Reyes retweeted me because I was like, Quiet Ann slays me, and she retweeted me. But bitch, that whole thing was everything, and then she actually talked a little bit today. You know, she actually talked a little bit today. She was just like too thirsty. That's why I like that character, because all of her acting is this and body language, and when she speaks, it's only gonna be a few words, but it's gonna be exactly what needs to be said. And I'm telling you, Quiet Ann might be my favorite character. Yo, I ain't even lying. I'm here for Quiet Ann. Last thing I'm gonna talk about, because this video is long, so we had a lot to talk about, girl. No, this can't even be the last thing we talk about, girl. This shit was everything, bitch. Polly. I said Polly is the scammer of the century. When she went to go to them kids, and I know Carrie Preston is actually Southern in real life, and that's, you know, she played on True Blood too. And she was just so sweet and Southern. And them girls, when she went to go do her community service, and she said, what did I do? And I thought she was like really about to tell these kids what she did. I'm like, girl, that motherfucking accent turned off. And she was like, it was a modeling agency, but really it was a high-class escort. She was motherfucking paying game. I said, oh, this bitch was scared. That's why she broke like that, because she was scared of motherfuckers something fierce. You understand me? I can't wait to hear some more backstory on what actually fucking happened. But the way she switched that shit off and on, I said, oh, this bitch was scamming motherfuckers fiercely, savagely, and severely, okay? Finally, the wig snatch of the episode. Des is steadily, this, trying to help this girl, trying to help Virginia. She at the funeral, I told your ass to be at the funeral, where is you at? This bitch waits till the motherfucking wake and busts in bloody, beat up, dress all ripped up, no pants on, like, they got me. They said they would burn me too. Stud queen, bitch. I said, you know what? TNT, y'all went all in with claws, and I am not fucking mad, because I am here for it, darling. Like, for real. For real. And my pink ladies, my T-birds, the ones that rock with me all the way. Y'all know how excited I was about Riverdale. Fuck a Riverdale. Fuck a Riverdale. I don't even need to watch Riverdale no more. If this and Riverdale came on at the same night, I would stop reviewing Riverdale altogether. I probably wouldn't even watch it no more. Fuck a Riverdale. Fuck a Riverdale. Fuck a Riverdale. Bitch. Bitch, this is giving me, I'm trying to think when was the last time that I was into a show like this. Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad. That's been off the air for some time, y'all, so Breaking Bad. Bitch. Alright, y'all, that's been long enough. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I do want to thank y'all for rocking with me. If you are not a pink lady or a T-bird, whoop, pump the brakes. Patrons. Okay, so thanks to my patrons. Y'all know I love y'all. Speaking of patrons, if you would like to help me out and become one of my patrons, you do get free perks, giveaways, and things like that. Click the P. If you're not a pink lady or a T-bird, you can subscribe by clicking that circle of Sailor Jimmy and watch some other videos. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I hope that y'all enjoyed this episode as much as I did, and I hope that you continue to come back for my reviews, because this shit's fucking everything. It is live. Thank you for rocking with me.
Stop.
This is...
I came in the door I said it before. You ready for